An introduction to your Teach DNA model. The first and most impressive thing you notice about life is its diversity. Life presents us with an amazing profusion of shapes and forms. Over 9,000 kinds of ferns, 50,000 kinds of mollusks, 350,000 kinds of beetles. But to understand life at a deeper level, we need to appreciate the inward similarity of this outward difference. Life has a unity. It shares common rules and common structures. On a large scale, when we look, for example, inside the front fin of an orca whale, we find a very familiar bone pattern. It's the same arrangement that we humans have in our arm and hand, and we find a similar pattern in the wings of a bat or of a bird. In fact, the basic vertebrate skeleton is the same, whether it belongs to an elephant or to a mouse. The sizes and proportions of the bones are different, but the underlying pattern is remarkably similar. And the deeper we go within the family of all living things, into every kind of bacterium, protist, fungus, plant, and animal, we see that the basic molecular components and processes are identical. All living things build and operate themselves using the same kinds of molecules. DNA, the information molecule, provides the building instructions for the proteins, machinery molecules, which do the work of living. RNA, another chain molecule similar to DNA, acts as both an information carrier and as a building machine. In every cell of every living thing, life's building sequence begins with a gene, a segment of DNA. This segment is copied into an RNA messenger, and this messenger passes through a protein structure called a ribosome, 3 letters at a time. Separate pieces of RNA, called transfer RNAs, attach to the messenger, bringing along an amino acid that contributes to a growing protein. How big are these molecules? By way of comparison, if a cell were the size of an ocean liner, the average protein would be the size of a cat, and you would be the size of the North American continent. These long chain molecules are so tiny that we can only see them under a scanning electron microscope, and even then we can't see any of the detail of their structure. To remedy that problem and allow you to discover for yourself the structure and function of these chain molecules, you have a scientific model of DNA, RNA, and the amino acids that link to make a protein.